Are you addicted to negativity? Why would we be addicted to negativity? Why would we ever want to be addicted to something that's negative? It sounds stupid. It sounds ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But there's some truth to it. There's some truth to the fact that we are actually drawn towards negativity. We're drawn towards drama. We're drawn towards toxic behaviors. We're drawn towards gossiping. We're drawn towards certain information, news, things that are going to bring us a certain negative emotion. Now that sounds absurd. Why would we possibly ever want to be addicted to something like that? And see, I found this for myself years ago, and I still find little pockets of it today. But I found that I was actually wanting certain negativity to happen in my life because on a subconscious level, I was bringing that towards me. There was a part of me that enjoyed toxic behavior, that enjoyed something bad happening. There's a part of me that enjoyed the drama. And I found this quite frequent years ago when I was in a lower vibration. I was very attached to certain outcomes, right? I wanted a certain outcome to be for my favor, right? I wanted an outcome to be good. And I would try and do something. I would try my best for the outcome to be the best way it's going to be for me. And no matter what I tried, something else would happen. Something to piss me off, something to make me feel angry, something to make me feel sad. And I just think, fuck, I'm consciously trying to do this, I'm consciously wanting this outcome, but I'm getting this other outcome. Why? What's going on? And see, I realized that on a subconscious level, I was actually attracting that towards me, right? Like a magnet. And so when we carry around these things from the past, when we carry around these beliefs, when we carry around these stories, when we carry around these energies, we're attracting that towards us. And even though 10% of us consciously may want something else, something positive, something beautiful, there's 90% of us that's saying, I want that. I want that. And this is crazy, right? And I just think, fucking why? Why is this happening to me? I want this, but this keeps happening. And there was patterns that played out, these patterns that play out in our life. And these patterns are really trying to show you and reveal to you a part of yourself, right? Part of yourself that's hidden, that's actually attracting that. And people find this in their life, right? They find these patterns and they start to become aware of these patterns reoccurring over and over and over again. Maybe a certain job scenario, right? Maybe a certain relationship, it may be a certain situation they keep attracting. They could be moving around in different locations, and no matter where they are, they seem to attract or perceive things based on their past, right? It's like we're carrying the past with us no matter where we go. We have those memories, those traumas, those experiences that we're carrying, and they keep reliving in each moment because obviously our subconscious, we project, right? We're projecting out into the world. And so we get reality based on our own perception, our own level of vibration, our own level of belief systems. This is the reality that we get. And see, reality is subjective to us. Reality is not black and white, that everyone sees the same reality. Yeah, okay, we see a tree and we may both see a tree, but our reticular activation system, our selective focus, right, on a scientific level, perceives the tree differently. We see a value and a threat based on us. So we're seeing environments very different. Even though they're the same, the details about that environment, the history around that tree, right? The stories around that tree. You may have a positive experience around that tree. Someone may have a negative experience around that tree. Lightning just struck right now. Boom. All right. Thunder. See, I could have a negative association with the thunder based on an experience I had in the past, and someone may have a positive association of thunder. It may relax them. It may calm their nervous system. Where for someone else, it may bring up emotions. It may be something that's really going to be unsettling for their nervous system, traumatic, scary, because something happened around a period when they were young, around lightning, and they have a certain association around that. So in life, we have different associations, different meanings about things. And what happens is we have an altered perception when we're walking around. We have an altered perception. And so coming back to the point of attracting those things in our life and those certain patterns continue to play out, how do we end those cycles? How do we stop those things from happening? How do we stop ourselves from being drawn towards something negative? And see, the first thing, the most important thing, is to realize that those patterns playing out in your life aren't necessarily a bad thing. Oh my God, poor me, they keep happening to me. I'm sick of them. Going into victim mode. We don't need to go into victim mode, because on a spiritual level, the universe, God, is trying to help you. And how does it help you? It helps you to see certain things that are hidden. How does it help you to see those things that are hidden? It shows you in the external reality. It tries to show you, tries to bring up things, right? Tries to trigger you, to help you to heal. And not only to help you to heal, it's also to help you to learn particular lessons. And this is why your soul came here. This is why your soul chose to incarnate into this human experience, into Earth, to experience lessons. And these lessons are what your soul requires and what your soul craves for, and why we ultimately are here. And if we can learn these lessons, we can then actually release those patterns. And we can, when we release those patterns, we release that negative association, that negative meaning we have, right? Because it's all a meaning. What meaning do you associate to something? And if you can learn that lesson, then you can no longer have that thing that you're wanting to call into your life, which is on a subconscious level. You're drawing that negativity towards you. But if you learn the lesson, you release it, and you can actually no longer become attached to that negative experience happening in your life over and over and over again. And of course, there may be a new layer, right? There may be something else that comes forward in your life. But this is the journey. To learn, to change our meaning, to heal, to feel what needs to be felt that hasn't been felt. Because often things we experience, we don't feel those emotions. We don't allow that emotion to be fully felt. We often close it, and it gets stored in the body. So there needs to be a space to allow ourselves to complete that emotional cycle. And when we complete that emotional cycle, we're no longer carrying around that energy with us. But not only completing the emotional cycle is changing our perception, changing our meaning about that particular event. And look, certain events we can't reframe. We're not meant to reframe. I've been through this before in other videos. But if we can see that event differently, we change the negative energy around it. Because we often make things worse than what they are. Yes, things are bad, but if you make them even more bad, why would you do that? Well, if something's bad, just let it be bad. Not make it extra, extra, extra bad. And this is what we do, right? It's raining right now. And I could be going, oh my God, it's raining, I'm freezing, right? I could be really emphasizing the fact that it's annoying me. But that would be unnecessary, right? That would be unnecessary, because is raining something negative? Really, it's not, right? It's just a meaning we associate to it. Without rain, what would a beautiful day be? Without clouds, what would a blue sky be? We wouldn't know any contrast, right? We wouldn't know any difference. So having that contrast of the rain coming down gives us an acknowledgement of when the rain's not there, right? So it's beautiful to have these contrasts in life. It's beautiful to have certain times that challenge us, that are a bit emotional, that are a bit, dark. And then that flip side of that is we have times that are easy, times that are light, times that are beautiful. So we can acknowledge both ends of the spectrum, because we live in this world of duality, right? It's a world of good, it's a world of bad, it's a world of up, it's a world of down. It's a world of happy, it's a world of sad. It's a world of love, it's a world of hate. All of these opposite poles of the spectrum, cold, warm, loud, silent, tall, short, large, skinny. Ultimately, we require both of those ends of the spectrum. So when we become aware of the fact that we are wanting a positive outcome, but then we're not getting a positive outcome, that can be quite hardening, and we can get support with that. We can look within, we can become aware of those patterns, and we can see, where are we drawn to? Are we drawn towards certain type of media, right? Certain type of movies that we are drawn to? Are we drawn to feeling a certain chemical in our body, stress, adrenaline? And I found this for myself, that we can get so attached to feeling anxious. We can create an identity around it. We can get attached to being stressed and create an identity around being stressed. We can get attached to being angry and create an identity around being angry. We can also be attached to being joyful and create an identity around being joyful, which I would much rather prefer. So just become aware of what you're drawn to. What are you drawn to? And are you actually addicted to negativity? And can you let go of that, right? Can you actually embrace something that's good for you? Can you embrace positive energy? And for a lot of us, we'll struggle. I struggled years ago to embrace positive energy, right? Because I was so attached to that lower vibration. So ultimately, as we raise our vibration, we can let go of this addiction to negativity. And if you need support to raise your vibration, I can support you one-on-one. There's amazing methods of hypnotherapy. Amazing methods. Inner child work, right? Giving those parts of yourself compassion. There's so much healing that can be done on a one-on-one basis. And then there's also group activities you can do that can maintain and lift your energy, right? Give you that energetic tune-up, align your energy centers, lift your vibration. That can definitely help as well. So there's meditations online, and there's also energy healing workshops that both myself and Anthony do monthly. So there's lots of things that can help to support you, either on a one-on-one level or on a group-based level, to help you to raise your vibration and help you to actually let go of your addiction towards negativity, so that you can open up into the world of positivity. It's available, trust me, it's available. And your perception changes, you actually do step into a new world. This ain't woo-woo, this is science, baby. And you step out of that old paradigm that you're in, you step into a new paradigm. And the world literally changes when you change. So if you want to change the world, if you want to change your reality, it starts with changing you. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Reach out if you need support. I'd love to give you what you require. Ciao.